Anton Chekhov Biography. Anton Chekhov 1860 to 1904 was a renowned Russian playwright and short story writer, considered one of the greatest writers in world literature. Born in Taganrog, Russia, he studied medicine at Moscow University and worked as a doctor, often saying, "Medicine is my lawful wife and literature is my mistress." Chekhov is best known for his realistic and deeply human stories that explore ordinary life and complex emotions. His famous plays include The Seagull, Uncle Vanya, Three Sisters, and The Cherry Orchard. Chekhov's writing style is marked by simplicity, subtle irony, and deep insight into human nature. Despite his ill health from tuberculosis, he continued to write until his death in 1904, leaving a timeless literary legacy. Alexander Sergeyevich Pushkin 1799 to 1837 was a celebrated Russian poet, novelist, and playwright, often called the father of Russian literature. Born in Moscow to a noble family, Pushkin showed remarkable talent from a young age. His works combined romanticism with realism, laying the foundation for modern Russian prose. Some of his famous works include Eugene Onegin, The Bronze Horseman, and The Queen of Spades. Pushkin's writing explored love, freedom, and the human spirit with emotional depth and lyrical beauty. His innovative use of the Russian language transformed its literary expression. Tragically, Pushkin died in a duel at the age of 37, but his influence continues to inspire generations of writers and readers worldwide.
Stephen Spender 1909 to 1995 was an English poet, essayist, and novelist known for his association with the 1930s literary generation. Born in London, he studied at the University of Oxford, where he met writers like W. H. Auden and C. Day Lewis. His poetry often reflects themes of social justice, war, and human suffering, deeply influenced by political events like the Spanish Civil War. Spender's works combine personal emotion with concern for humanity. His notable collections include poems 1933 and The Still Center 1939. He also wrote an autobiography, World Within World 1951. Spender's writing expresses a belief in freedom, equality, and moral responsibility. He was later knighted for his contribution to literature and culture. Mikhail Lermontov 1814 to 1841 was a Russian romantic poet, novelist, and painter, often regarded as the greatest figure in Russian literature after Alexander Pushkin. Born in Moscow, he showed literary talent at an early age. His poetry reflected themes of loneliness, freedom, and rebellion against social injustice. After Pushkin's death, Lermontov wrote the famous elegy Death of the Poet, which made him a national figure but also led to his exile for criticizing the Russian aristocracy. His masterpiece, A Hero of Our Time, is considered the first major psychological novel in Russian literature. Lermontov's life was short and turbulent. He was killed in a duel at just 26, but his legacy deeply influenced Russian poetry and realism. Maxim Gorky, 1868 to 1936, was a renowned Russian writer, political thinker, and revolutionary. Born as Alexei Maximovich Peshkov in Nizhny Novgorod, he faced poverty and hardship from childhood, which deeply shaped his social and literary views. His early experiences inspired his realistic and humanistic writings about the struggles of the poor and working class. Gorky's major works include The Mother, The Lower Depths, and My Childhood. He was closely associated with the Russian revolutionary movement and supported socialism, influencing Soviet literature greatly. His style, known as socialist realism, portrayed human dignity amid suffering. Despite political controversies, Gorky remains one of Russia's most powerful voices for justice, humanity, and social change. Nikolai Vasilievich Gogol 1809 to 1852 was a famous Russian novelist, playwright, and short story writer, known as one of the pioneers of modern Russian literature. Born in Ukraine, he combined satire, realism, and fantasy to depict the absurdities of society. His early works, like Evenings on a Farm near Dikanka, showed his love for Ukrainian folklore, while his later masterpieces, such as The Government Inspector and Dead Souls, exposed corruption and human greed in Russian life. Gogol's unique blend of humor and tragedy influenced great writers like Dostoevsky and Tolstoy. Despite his literary success, he struggled with depression and spirituality. He died young but remains a key figure in world literature for his brilliant social and psychological insights. Leo Tolstoy 1828 to 1910 was one of Russia's greatest novelists and moral philosophers, best known for his masterpieces War and Peace and Anna Karenina. Born into an aristocratic family, Tolstoy served in the army before dedicating his life to writing. His works explore themes of morality, faith, love, and the search for truth. Later in life, he experienced a deep spiritual awakening and promoted non-violence, simplicity, and compassion, influencing leaders like Mahatma Gandhi. He rejected materialism and the authority of the church, seeking a purer form of Christianity. Despite conflicts with society, Tolstoy's writings continue to inspire readers worldwide for their realism, humanism, and profound understanding of life and human nature. Fyodor Mikhailovich Dostoevsky (1821 to 1881) was a renowned Russian novelist, philosopher, and psychologist celebrated for exploring the depths of the human soul. Born in Moscow, he faced early hardships, including imprisonment in Siberia for his political views. His experiences shaped his understanding of suffering, faith, and morality. Dostoevsky's major works: Crime and Punishment, The Brothers Karamazov, The Idiot, and Notes from Underground delve into guilt, redemption, and the conflict between good and evil. His characters reflect intense psychological struggles and spiritual awakening. Through his profound storytelling, Dostoevsky influenced existentialist thinkers in modern psychology. He remains one of the greatest literary figures in world literature for his insight into the complexity of human nature.